Hey, it's the artist. I'm gonna be doing a Blu-ray slash media collection video here. I did one all the way back in June 6, 2021, and I thought because it's almost the end of the year that I should probably do another one, kind of update you guys on what I've gotten, because I actually looked and I have gotten a few stuff, and I decided to loop this in with like a media video because I have some new vinyl as well as some game stuff I would like to talk about as well, which is so that's kind of what this video is going to be. Um, so yeah, I'm going to take you over to the shelf and we're going to take a look. Okay, so we are over here at the shelf, of course. Kind of have a bunch of stuff to kind of go over. So yeah, we're gonna kind of start. I'm not gonna talk about books really. I don't. There's some book stuff. There's some uh, Oculus Quest 2 stuff, but I have some book stuff. We'll get to game stuff next after this. But we're gonna start with some similar stuff that I've kind of already gone into because I haven't really this small one right here has not really been updated that much. But of course we got Alien, the anthology. I really like this collection. I have only still seen Alien. But yeah, we got Apocalypse Now. This is the 4K final cut thing. I haven't seen the full movie. I've seen the opening. For film class, and I think it's an excellent opening. It's really good. Now, I've already made a video on this on Avatar, but here's this Avatar thing. This is their sort of extended collector's one that's kind of been around for a while. I wanted it mostly because I bought it actually before I actually happened to watch the movie, knowing I really wanted to eventually watch the extended version. This old Back to the Future Blu-ray. I would love to get a 4K of this someday. Great movies. Got Community, the complete series. I got this a while ago. I think Community's pretty good. I think as time has gone on, I've kind of thought of it less it was a big part of my life in like 2020 and like earlier, but it's still a good series. Definitely check it out if you haven't. This DVD Die Hard set. There's gonna be some DVDs. This is a big set. This is Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is a solid collection. I haven't watched Die Hard in a while, but this is like a cool collection because you kind of get all the big box. The Harry Potter movies, I kind of rewatched all of them pretty much last year, at least the ones I really wanted to, and it's a good series. Now we got the Lord of the Rings 4K. I bought this, and I got a really good deal. I think I paid $25. The only thing I didn't get was the digital codes, which honestly, for getting the 4Ks for all of it for 25 bucks is an extremely good deal. I haven't rewatched the second two movies in this trilogy, but Fellowship is really good. We have The Office. The reason why this is all weird is because I kind of grouped it by bigger stuff and smaller stuff. The Office Complete Series 1 and 2 for the UK. I have not checked out the UK Office. I really want to. I really like the US version of The Office, but I would like to because I actually quite enjoy some British humor, especially from what I've heard of this show itself. The newest thing I got in my collection is it's over here. The Wally Criterion. As soon as I heard this came out, I instantly pre-ordered it. I really like Wally quite a lot. It's my favorite Pixar movie and probably just one of my favorite animated movies. And I actually don't own it until now, so I've not looked at this transfer yet. But yeah, it's the 4K. We have The Office seasons 1 through 4. I haven't actually used these copies of the thing. I've only watched it like on streaming. But I really like this run of The Office. Season 1 to 4 is quite good. Move this over. I'll talk about that later. We got Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is good. I haven't seen it in a while. We got Falling, which is the debut film of director Christopher Nolan. I really enjoy Christopher Nolan stuff, but I haven't checked out Following yet. We have Stephen King's It, the original. From what I've seen of this, it's not good. Live Free and Die Hard have not watched this. Now, the Matrix trilogy I've also made another video about. I absolutely love the first two Matrix movies a lot. The third one isn't great. The sequel, the fourth one that came out last year, I also don't really know how I feel. Okay, we got Spider-Man 1 and 2. We have the third one further down on Blu-ray. Absolutely love Spider-Man 1 and 2. I actually think I like Spider-Man 1 more than 2, which is kind of crazy because a lot of people prefer Spider-Man 2, but they're both really good, well-directed movies. I love Sam Raimi. Unbreakable, this is one of the oldest things in my collection, not in terms of like the movie release date, but how long I've had it for, and I still haven't watched it. Maybe I'm just not like, I feel like I'm gonna get disappointed, not by the fact that I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna think it's a good movie, but then the problem is it's like, well, there's not. M. Night's catalog has dwindled, and then we have this other movie, Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick. That's not Louis C.K. I don't actually really have an opinion on this. I'm not even gonna explain why I have it. Okay, so now we're kind of at this bottom section. This is all the 4K stuff, and we got more down here. So we're gonna kind of go through this. This is the lengthy section of the shelf. So we got Space Odyssey already out here. I have not rewatched Space Odyssey in a while, but I really want to. I wish I had the 4K, because I hear it's a really good 4K transfer and stuff. But I just have the Blu-ray here. Good movie, of course. I have Akira, which I have not yet watched. I'm waiting for a good point, especially so I'm looking at getting a new TV. So I definitely want to watch this on a better display. Yeah. We have Avengers 1. I've kind of never talked about Marvel stuff thought about Marvel stuff. Marvel has been kind of slowly dwindling, in my opinion, for a while now. And so I'm kind of done with it, I guess. I've watched new stuff, but it's just not grabbing my attention. So I don't really know how I'd feel about this movie, but I definitely think this is one of the weakest Marvel movies, mostly because it's been just outdone by other movies like the next one. So we have Infinity War. From memory, Infinity War is the best Marvel movie. Everything comes together really well, and it's a really good movie in general. So, but I don't know how I would feel about it now. We have Baby Driver, a really good movie. It's been a while since I've rewatched it, but Edgar Wright's pretty great, so I really enjoy that. This Batman Book Pack, I don't think that's what they're called, I'm not a huge fan of Michael Keaton's Batman. I tried watching it. I liked it as a younger, but this is just not great. I like Jack Nicholson in it, but that's about it. Now we have a movie that a lot of people have been hating on, I've seen. Batman Begins is quite good. I like Batman Begins a lot. The action isn't great, but in general, it's a solid movie. Next, we have Being John Malkovich. I have not watched this copy of Being John Malkovich, but it's the Criterion. But I absolutely love Being John Malkovich. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's a really interesting film that dives into interesting topics of sexuality and control and just all sorts of stuff like that. It's a great movie. I haven't watched the Criterion though. We have The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I don't really have an opinion. I have not seen this movie. I just think I've wanted to watch it for a while, and I think this weird Blu-ray Criterion thing is just very strange to me. So, yeah. Big Hero 6, I'm going to be honest, I don't really have an opinion. I've seen it, but don't really have an opinion. Black Swan. I love Black Swan. Black Swan is incredible. It's one of the best movies I've seen. I think I love the performance of Natalie Portman. I love Mila Kunis. I love Darren Aronofsky's direction and overall the story that it goes through, and just the overall you're just glued to the screen watching the movie. This movie's excellent. We have Bottle Rocket, another movie I've had in the collection for a while. I still have not seen, but it's Criterion. I bought it when I was kind of in this sort of Wes Anderson phase where I was like, I really like Wes Anderson, but I just haven't really watched it. I'll eventually watch it. I'm not in a hurry, though, to watch it. Casino Royale is really good. I don't think it's a perfect movie, But Casino Royale is just like kind of everything that I would want in like a sort of spy thriller movie. I really love Daniel Craig's performance. The direction is quite good. I love that it's like in this like kind of almost one area for a lot of the movie. The whole actual like poker sequence is just really good. It's a great movie. You have The Celebration, which is a Dogma film, of course. I have not watched this movie, but I really like this Criterion. I love that it's kind of see-through and you kind of get all this. I'll definitely check it out at some point. Christmas Vacation, I actually ended up watching this literally on New Year's last year. It's a good movie. I don't think it's great. It's a good movie. We have Michael Haneke's Code Unknown, which is great. I love this movie a lot. It's so engaging and it's also very uncomfortable, but it's a really good movie. I think everyone should definitely check this out. Coraline is a great kids movie. I love how dark it is. It's just really good. We have the 4K trilogy of the Cornetto trilogy. Great movies. I love these movies a lot. I haven't rewatched Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead in a while. I should get on that, but they're great. Now we have Dark Knight. I think Dark Knight's still good. I haven't rewatched it in a few years, but I think it's still a good movie. Dark Knight Rises, I don't like. It's too long, and just in general, just does not work. A movie I have not seen, but I've wanted to watch, and I didn't realize how I found a Blu-ray, and I kind of had to buy it, is Darkman. Darkman is a Sam Raimi movie from the, I think, 90s. That's a superhero movie, which is very strange to me. I definitely want to check it out. It's really short as well. It's only like 95 minutes or something. I haven't checked it out, but I really want to, so that's why. We have Despicable Me, I think a staple in anyone's collection. District 9, it's been, at this point, maybe 5 years since I have seen it. But from memory, it's quite good. Definitely check it out. Drive is really good. I really like Drive a lot. I forgot when I watched this, but it's a really good movie. Doctor Strangelove, it's over here. I've not checked out. I really should just move this up to the top part because it fits better up there. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it. Dunkirk, I watched when it came out. See the price, but I haven't really watched it in a while, so I'm not gonna give an opinion. Everything Everywhere All Where at Once is great. Great movie, one of the best movies of the year. Absolutely love it, adore it. It's so good. It's so engaging, and I haven't actually watched the like 4K Blu-ray of this. I rented it, and then my dad ended up watching it, so we watched the Blu-ray, but I have not watched the 4K. I definitely want to watch the 4K. This needs a 4K though. Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut. This is probably my favorite movie. Something about this story and the overall characters is just incredible. It's one of the best movies. I think really underrated in terms of Kubrick. Everyone talks about Barry Lyndon, The Shining, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Full Metal Jacket, but not a lot of people talk about Eyes Wide Shut, and Eyes Wide Shut is just excellent filmmaking, and I love it so much. Fantastic Mr. Fox, I have not watched. This is another movie where I thought I was obsessed with Wes Anderson, and I just kind of bought it on a whim. Fantastic Planet, I have not rewatched Fantastic Planet, but from what I remember, it's really good. I really like the animation. I accidentally watched the English dub, which I did not like. I wanted to watch the French dub, and then I accidentally picked the English dub on the Criterion, which kind of sucks. But good movie. Funny Games, the original. I think Funny Games, the original, is quite good. I think the remake is better, but I think in general this is a really good movie. I don't think I like the performances in this one as much as the original, but in general it's still a good time that I really like the movie a lot. Get Out, I rewatched in preparation for Nope, and it's a good movie. I think it's generally I don't think it's amazing or anything, but I think it's still a solid movie, and I think Nope has kind of outdid Get Out after watching that twice in theaters. The Godfather trilogy, I have not yet watched these. I'm waiting for a good time to kind of watch all three of them in one go. Not in one sitting, but like in one just kind of burst of time. Gravity, I watched this when it came out. I don't really have an opinion now. Slide the Steam Deck down. We have Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I think this movie's good. I think I've played the video game, which we'll get to, and I think it's not as good as that game in terms of the characters and stuff. I think it's still a good movie, but I'm not a huge fan of this movie. I think it's good, but not amazing. I have not seen this movie again since the theater, even though I feel like I'll enjoy it quite a bit more than that first movie, and just in general, I think I'll enjoy it a lot. But yeah. Hobbit 1, I don't even know when the last time I watched it when it came out. And then same with Desolation of Smaug when it came out. I don't really have an opinion on either of these movies, but definitely kind of messed up that they kind of stretched this story into 3 movies. It does not work. Home Alone 2-pack collection. I've seen Home Alone 1 a bunch. Home Alone 2, it's been a while since I've seen. Yeah. Hunger Games, no opinion. Inception, watched it when I got this Blu-ray. Have not rewatched it since, but from what I remember, it's a good movie. Inglourious Bastards, a good movie, but I'm not a huge Quentin guy. I feel like, yeah, I'm not a huge Quentin guy, so I don't really know if it'll hold up on the place I kind of like rate it as. Insomnia, another Christopher Nolan movie. I have not watched this one either. Interstellar, I saw in theaters. I've not really rewatched it. I'll rewatch it eventually. I'm not in a hurry to, because I feel like it's not going to hold up in my memory. Isle of Dogs is really good. Watched it when it came out. It's really great. It is good. It's not amazing or anything. It's just good. We got John Wick 1. Great movie. I really enjoy John Wick 2. It's not as good as the first one, but it's a good movie. I think the third one is the best. I really like John Wick 3. I'm excited for the fourth one. Life of Pi I watched when it came out. I don't really have an opinion now. I definitely want to watch it again because I feel like I'll quite enjoy it. Lighthouse is really good. One of the best movies in the last 5 years. Logan's a really good movie. This other copy, because I bought the theatrical versions of Lord of the Rings. Forgot I even had this, but yeah. Malcolm X. Have not watched. Definitely want to watch it. I haven't seen that much Spike Lee, and I really like Malcolm X and kind of like him as a historical figure and just stuff in him. I found him an interesting figure in general, so I should definitely watch this at some point. Mad Max Fury Road is a really good action movie. It's just a really great movie in general. Memento is one of the best Christopher Nolan movies. I absolutely love this movie. Men in Black 1, I have no opinion on. Mission Impossible thing, I'm not a huge fan of like Rogue Nation and stuff. That's the only one I've seen from this collection itself. But I actually got this year. I've been wanting to get this for a while. Mission Impossible Fallout on Blu-ray. I really liked this movie, and I watched it when it was available for rent after the theater run or whatever. And it's a really good movie. We have Moonrise Kingdom. I'm just not gonna pull them out. Really good movie. Wes Anderson. The Muppets movie is a good movie. No Country for Old Men is really good. I should rewatch it. I have not yet seen The Northman. I've been kind of just waiting for where I feel like it's right. Pet Sematary is not a very good movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, this is actually the 4K. I have the Blu-ray and the 4K. Yeah, this is a good movie, but I feel like Inglourious Basterds is not going to hold up as much if I rewatch it. The Piano Teacher is another Mikhail Haneke movie. I have not seen that one yet. I definitely want to check it out. And then we have Pixels, which I'm not going to really discuss. Now, when we come down here, we got Planet of the Apes, The Legacy Collection. I don't really have an opinion. I haven't seen any of these original ones. I've seen these first 2 years ago. Haven't seen more. We got Polar Express, which is It's Polar Express. I don't like Polar Express. The Prestige, which I haven't seen, so I don't really have an opinion. Punch Drunk Love is a really good movie. Adam Sandler gives a great performance. Pulp Fiction, have not seen yet still. Quiet Place is a solid, interesting horror thing. Rogue One I've watched when it came out. I don't really have an opinion on. Scream is incredible. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I absolutely love Scream. I have not watched this 4K yet, but I bought it because I love Scream so much. Shawshank Redemption, I'm gonna be rewatching this soon. Don't really have a. I really enjoyed it. It was my favorite movie for a while, but it's kind of. I think it's still gonna hold up though. The Shining is great. I love The Shining. Skyfall is a really good movie, or it's a really solid action movie, more or less. Have not seen Slumdog Millionaire. Social Network. This is the weird one of these. I'm not a huge fan of this packaging. I like this movie a lot. It's one of my favorites. I think it's really rewatchable as well. Spider-Man 3. He's a good movie. And I'm not going to say anything else. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. These movies suck. I hate these movies. They are not good in any way. They're good in some ways. I think Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone are solid in their performances, but in general, they're not very good movies. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a really good movie. I'm excited for the sequels. Star Trek, have not seen. Tenet is really good from what I saw in theaters. The Thing is a really good horror movie. I really like the overall direction and everything it kind of goes into. Toy Story 3, don't really have an opinion. Uncut Gems is a really good movie. Need to rewatch. Zombieland's okay. So that's kind of the Blu-ray section. We're going to cut to the game section just a second. Okay, we're in the games. We're in the games now. I don't really have a big physical collection. I kind of tend to buy a lot of stuff digitally. We have Cyberpunk. Played a bit more of this. It's not... I don't think it's amazing or anything. Dark Souls 1, don't really have an opinion on. Death Stranding, from what I've played, is quite good. Dying Light 2, I don't really have an opinion. I started a little bit, but it felt too similar to the first game, which I also played this year. So I decided to wait on it a bit more. Elden Ring, from what I've played, is quite good. That's just a steelbook from it. God of War Ragnarok, I've played to finished. I completed it last week. This game's incredible. I love this game so much. Great game. I think this is my game of the year. I barely have played Gotham Knights, but it's not great. I played a little bit of Gran Turismo 7, and from what I played, it's actually quite good. I really like the gameplay, and I do like its weightiness and being like a true driving simulator. I mentioned this earlier, Guardians of the Galaxy, the game is really good. I think it's a really good story. The gameplay isn't the best, but it's still a good time. I really enjoy it. Horizon Zero Dawn, don't really like this game from what I've played. Horizon Forbidden West, I've played a bit more than I've played of Horizon Zero Dawn. I like it a bit more than the first game. But yeah, I want to get into more of this, but I want to get into it sooner rather than later. We have Last of Us Remastered. Really great game. And then up here we have the Last of Us Part 1 Steelbook. This is for the remake. This is a really great... I played through the Part 1, this remake, and it's really good. The gameplay... I think I had a lot of issues with just like random gameplay sequences in the first game originally that really annoyed me in the remaster. But after replaying it, I knew when certain sections were going to happen, and I didn't feel that at all playing this game. This is a great game. If you have not played it, just get the remake. It's really good. I got the Firefly edition. I have that up. It's the Firefly edition. I got that. Part 2, I quite enjoy. I'm not the biggest fan of Part 2, but it's still a good game. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, this is a really good game. I don't think this was actually in the last video. I think I showed this stuff off. Really good game. Really enjoy it. This was probably my game of the year last year. Resident Evil Village I love this game. It's so much fun. It's action-packed. It's just a good time. Sackboy, I don't really have an opinion on Sackboy. Sekiro, I've played a bit of Sekiro, and it's a really good game. Spider-Man, excellent game. One of my favorites. Same with Miles Morales. I really enjoyed this. I got the Ultimate launch. This is the Ultimate Edition because I really wanted. I didn't play the DLC for Spider-Man Remastered, so I just decided to pick that up so I could play the DLC. Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection. I haven't played the second 2 games in the series. I didn't really like Drake's Fortune. Uncharted 4 is really good. I kind of skipped the other 2 games and went to Uncharted 4. This game is horrible. I don't like Watch Dogs Legion at all. Far Cry 6, don't really have an opinion on it. It's okay. So we're gonna jump once again into the vinyl section, which I do got some new vinyl to talk about. Okay, so we're here at the vinyl. It's a bit messy. I haven't listened to vinyl in a while. It's pretty dusty over here. We got Silk Sonic's album. I really like this album a lot. The moment I heard this is a really good vinyl, actually. I really love this kind of like carpeted, finished look it kind of has. This is a really good vinyl. I really like this vinyl. I just also like this album a lot in general. I'm very happy that it's in my collection. Random Access Memories, great album. Really love the Tron Legacy soundtrack. Love to have it. I love that I have it on vinyl. Tribe Called Quest, we got it from here. Thank you for your service. This is my favorite hip-hop album. I absolutely love this album a lot. This is one of the weirdest vinyl releases. So for whatever reason, during Record Store Day, they released a vinyl for Cowie, which I like Cowie a lot by Childish Gambino, so I decided to get it. I happen to have the blue vinyl, because there's like different versions you can get. I wish I had the split one, but this is a good project. I love that it's on vinyl now. We have Call Me If You Get Lost. The moment it was announced, I was gonna get it. I love Tyler the Creator, and I love this album. Okay, it's getting stuck now. This is, yeah. The moment it was announced, I bought it. This over here. OK Computer by Radiohead. I re-listened to this last year a great deal. I think this is not my favorite Radiohead album. I really love Kid A. I wish I had that on vinyl, but OK Computer is really good. Sgt. Pepper's a really good Beatles album. Really good Beatles album. We have Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water. This is like an original print of this album. I don't really have a sort of opinion on this album. I've listened to this album before. I haven't listened to this vinyl, actually. But this is the stuff I've heard, there's some good stuff on here. Like Baby Driver and stuff. But I'm not a huge fan of this record. We have Awaken My Love, which is a really good album. I re-listened to this one quite a bit last year as well. My opinion's kind of changed. I thought because The Internet was my favorite Gambino album, but after listening to this a bunch, this is my favorite one from him now. We have Meet the Beatles, which I don't really know because I got this from my grandparents. I don't really know which. I assume this is just one of the US releases. I think it's the US release that was like the weird one. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye. I'm kind of tired of Kanye. This is a cool vinyl though. I like it. It's a trifold. Yeah, I really like this album. Igor is one of my favorite albums in the last 2 years. I wish this was a double LP. This definitely deserves a better album or a vinyl release, but it's still a really good album. We have Flower Boy, another really great album from Tyler the Creator. Great vinyl. I really love this. This is one of the first ones I got. Pink Floyd The Wall. This album's incredible. I love Pink Floyd's Law. This is a really good vinyl release with a lot of great art. I still haven't seen the movie yet. I still need to watch that. I think I'd really enjoy the movie. My favorite Beatles album, Abbey Road. I love Abbey Road. We have Camp, which sticker rubbed off or something. Camp is oh, this is a trifold. It's been a while since I opened this. I've opened this one up. I really like Camp a lot. It has its charms. Now we're getting into like the weirdest vinyls. I have Stranger Things 3 on vinyl. The soundtrack. I wish this was the, newer, the season 4, because there's some really good music in that. I don't really have an opinion on any of the music in season 3 of the show. And then we have Guardians of the Galaxy, which I like the soundtrack. But this set is so weird because it comes with... So it comes with side... The first disc is the songs from the movie. And then you have the score. They should have made this deluxe like volume 1 and 2, because I don't really know what I'm going to do with the score of this movie, because it's just really not a great score. And even rewatching it, I had no opinion on it. But yeah, this is kind of the vinyl collection. This is kind of just the media collection in general. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to kind of do this again next year.